Ladies and germs, hello, it's me, your favorite food vlog lifestyle YouTuber or something like that. And recently, I've noticed the community going through something of a collective burnout. We just finished 2 months of League 3, which not a single person enjoyed, I guess, besides Jimmy, which I know you're watching this, okay? Do top with me, you coward. The community wants it. Look at all the comments below saying that they want that. Guys, please comment that. Anyway. That led me to thinking of a couple of things that I do that have kept me enjoying the game for as long as I have, because I get a lot of questions about that. Regardless, the one thing that I hate more than XP waste is long intros. So, without further ado, let's begin with the top 5 habits of highly successful RuneScape players. TastyLife. Longtime fans might remember one of my very first videos called 10 Ways to Become a Better RuneScape Player. This is going to be focused more on habits or perspectives to improve your overall experience. I'm going to be starting very basic, and then I'm going to move towards the more intense stuff that you really need to hear. And I mean you, watching, I know what you do, as we get closer to the number 1 spot. So, strap in. With that being said, number 5 is kind of a given. You've heard it a billion times in literally every single RuneScape video you've ever watched because it bears repeating. Do your chores. I mean in RuneScape, not in real life. Don't make your bed. That's for dweebs. You know what I mean. Herb runs, battle staves, farm runs, birdhouse runs. Don't know how to do those? Look it up. You're not a baby. Don't have the requirements. Guess what? That's what you're doing today. Call out of work. It's not worth talking about this for too long, honestly, because you guys have all heard it before. And yes, I am a hypocrite because I don't do any of these. But I'm a max player and I'm rich, so go bother somebody else. But back in my younger days, okay, I used to love this stuff. I would wake up in the morning, pour a nice cup of coffee, get a little breakfast, and do my morning farm runs. It was fun. It was like zen for me. So I recommend you find some peace in it and watch the number go up. First off, are you looking for something to do while you train AFK skills like woodcutting or fishing? Recently, I've been spending a lot of time with my good friend Medusa. She's a super dope character in an action RPG called Hero Wars. I've been leveling her up during all of my downtime in OSRS, and while I've been doing that, I've also unlocked like 15 other characters, all of which have a bunch of different skins that give them different boosted stats. There's Galahad, Ginger, Wrath, Mojo, honestly too many to name in this video, and they all have their own unique flavor and are super awesome. All you have to do is complete missions and reap the rewards. They can include coins, equipment, or even soul stones to unlock the best heroes. Get more XP, improve all of your skills, and remember to try out all 6 of the game modes available to you. I personally love Arena. Another one is called Guild Mode. I'm level 30 and I already have access to it, and it lets your guild fight against other guilds, and you can also fight using Titans. You can get 5 awesome heroes, but who is the 5th? You're gonna have to find that one out after downloading. Join the game now and get a super chest with a secret hero as well as 600 emeralds and 30,000 gold. Scan this QR code or download the game from the link below the video, and I'll see you in game. Number 4, try every piece of content in the game. I mean that, every single piece. Except for maybe like Castle Wars or something. But my Mima always said, okay, try everything 3 times before you decide you don't like it. And while that is really good advice in general, it did make church camp that summer super weird. But for RuneScape purposes, you genuinely don't know what you like until you try it. This is one of the reasons that I really love and I recommend trying out combat achievements to pretty much every player. It forces you essentially to dip your toes and occasionally your entire leg into content that you would not have otherwise tried. It's only when you have proven competency in a piece of content that you are allowed to say, you know, okay, I see why people enjoy this, or I see how it's engaging, but it's not for me. You might be surprised. I previously hated all of God Wars. I did not like it at all. But CA's made me learn 5-0 Zami, which is now one of my favorite things to do in the game, and it gave me a newfound appreciation for understanding the minion attack cycles and how they line up with bandos. And it even forced me to learn the in-depth, real Cox mechanics, which turns out that place still sucks, but at least I know why. In summary, this game has tens of thousands of hours of content in it. You just gotta figure out where you want to spend those hours. That is not done by conjecture or by listening to me rag on Chambers every single video. Go do it. If you have fun, then fuck me. Fuck my opinions. You shouldn't give a shit about me. I'm literally nobody. Go click. Number 3. Don't play if you don't want to. It's so easy. This is probably the most common long-running question that I get every single time I stream. Which, by the way, twitch.tv/TastyLife, if you come into my stream and say potatoes, you will be entered into a raffle to win a free kiss from me. That's a little teaser. Anyway, people very frequently ask how I don't get burnt out farming the same boss for hundreds of hours or hunting a pet. And the answer is exceedingly simple. I don't log on if I don't want to play. As each of us proceeds onwards with our RuneScape journeys, right, our relationship with the game will always be changing. Personally, I, at this point, never play if I am not streaming or making a video. I don't really want to, so I don't. Making content creation my career has fundamentally changed the way that I interact with RuneScape. And not in a bad way or anything like that. Like, I'm just as excited now to start up stream and go click bosses as I would have been before I ever made any content at all. It's just that now my enjoyment comes not from RuneScape itself, but from building a community and providing genuinely good entertainment for people. RuneScape is essentially just the tool that I now use to do that. I don't get the same type of enjoyment that I did when I was playing RuneScape as essentially a way to unwind from my 9-to-5 corporate job that I used to have. And that is okay. I'm actually extremely happy that that's how this has evolved. I guess what I am trying to say is that you're not gonna go to a bowling alley and just chill there all day if you don't want to go bowling. So why do you log into RuneScape and bank stand for 15 minutes just to log off? If you feel like you're burnt from RuneScape and yet you still log on because you feel like you have nothing else to do, the problem is deeper than RuneScape. So you're gonna have to ask yourself honestly, what is that problem? And guess what? Now you're getting therapy from a RuneScape YouTuber. I'm not qualified for this. Go find a professional. Jesus Christ. Number 2. This one is maybe the most important one to me. So pay close attention, okay? Stop taking things so personally. Perfect example of this. Getting PK'd in the wilderness, doing like a clue or debossing, it doesn't matter. Getting killed in the wilderness. I see so many people get just so upset about this, dude. All it takes is one scroll through Reddit to see how much this infuriates people. And some people do have very legitimate points, and I'm not taking away from that. But people just react so venomously. I'm not risking anything. You spent more on runes killing me than you made from my body. How is this even fun for you? Shut up. Number 1, nobody has to justify what they find fun to you. You are not owed that. You are not owed anything. And number 2, you can't tell someone else how to enjoy RuneScape. That's not your decision. Don't take it so personally. A majority of the time, PKers are not out there to ruin your experience. They're not even thinking about you. They're out there trying to make their own experience. The Wildy is literally the only avenue that Jagex has given PKers to pursue what they enjoy. And you are getting mad at players for pursuing that. And by the way, this is coming from someone who has no desire to PK. I don't enjoy it. I don't find it particularly interesting. And like, I don't like being PK'd in the wilderness. I don't find that fun. I'll just let them kill me so it's over quicker. I just realized that I am part of a larger ecosystem of players. And my own discomfort does not come before somebody else's preferences. Some of you would do well to remember that. It's also worth noting that this doesn't just apply to PKing, obviously. Like people in your raid team, someone taking your sand crab spot. You can't choose how other players interact with you in this game, but you can choose how you react to that. Keep that in mind. All of this is leading up to our number 1 spot. Get more sleep and drink more water. You look like a zombie. Stay tasty.
Woo. Don't even think for a second. Nigga, you might need a moment. You were only given one shot like a buzzer beater, but you stoned it. Brick house, brick house. Brick house, brick house. 11 bricks at the studio. Here's a brick on the house. Here's a brick on the house. Yeah, you know they're coming quick. Just like SWAT in the drug bust, but I'm slick, bitch, call me Rick.